Okay, YouTube. Hope everyone's doing alright out there. This is going to be basically kind of like an information video on my Dodge Ram 1500. It's a 2012. I hope this comes out alright. Neighbor's cutting grass and I'm recording this on my phone, so I don't know how it'll come out, but hopefully enough to get the point. I'm making this video because there doesn't seem to be a lot of support for my particular Ram, because it's a quad cab. Yes, it's an SLT, which there's plenty of support for the body and whatnot, but it doesn't have a Hemi. It has a 4.7 Magnum under the hood. So no matter where I go or how much I look, it's freaking impossible to find any type of support for this. If I had a Hemi, I could have freaking rebuilt the engine with all the aftermarket parts they sell, but it's not. So finding aftermarket parts for this thing is impossible, and it's very rare to come across them, despite the fact that it was a pretty widely produced engine. But anyway, so basically I'm gonna use this channel to show you guys what I did with the truck, some of the upgrades I made, also what kind of numbers I've seen as far as performance, fuel mileage, stuff like that. I'll also be using this channel for my diving and other stuff, so it'll just be a general information, kind of like a community channel. So feel free to post any suggestions, any comments. I'm sure there will be some things that people don't like, just like there will be things that people do like. So feel free to leave a post in the comments. I'm going to start with the bumper, and this is basically an overview, guys. So I will post more detailed videos getting into some of the stories behind some of these upgrades, because they didn't all just happen for the sake of it. So there are some of them that happen because of issues that have occurred, whether externally or internally, with the truck itself. So biggest upgrade obviously is going to be the bumper. It is a barricade bumper. It's a steel bumper, and I did it myself. It really wasn't that hard to do. It was more just trying to figure out how to put it up there and physically mounting it and getting it. I think the hardest part of this was getting it angled right. So, but I'm happy with it overall. The fog lights are ridiculously bright. They're so bright, in fact, that I can use them as headlights at night and just leave the halos and the spiders on at night and just leave the low beams off. And I've not had any issues with it. Other thing I've done with the truck, obviously the bug shield, and speaking of the halos, I've done the spider quad headlights, low beam, high beam, CCFL halos. So that's cool. They're pretty bright. Brightest when the sun starts to go down, most noticeable. So I don't use them too much during the day unless it's like really overcast or rainy. Oh, and by the way, if you do decide to get this bumper, this light bar did not come with the bumper, but I'll post a video of it later, but it's a 40,000 lumen light bar. Found it for 60 bucks on eBay. Been through rain and everything else, haven't had an issue with it. It's awesome. It also changes colors and color shifts. I know some of you guys hate that, some of you guys love it, so there's that. I've also got switchback LEDs for the turn signals. Again, I'll do more videos and posts on the lights and individual stuff later. Got to get these changed out, these covers, but I did put the cab lights like you see on the 2500s and whatnot. They're white at night. Unfortunately, with these particular covers, I'm seeing moisture inside the covers, so I'm not sure what that is. I don't like it, so that's why I was saying I got to change them out. So eventually I'm gonna get that changed out and get that fixed. As far as suspension goes, I actually have Bilstein, however you want to pronounce that, 5100s, and I have leveling coils in there. So these are the Rough Country 2-inch leveling coils. I put them in. I liked them.